Okay, let's see the main profitability ratios and return investment ratio. The first one is what is called ROA, right? Return on assets. Okay, then just by looking at the word, we can remembering the variables of the financial statement. Then return asset is just simple dividing two variables. I'm going to call net income is in a specific period of time. Then from now on, all the financial ratios have an indication of a specific period. Then this is return asset of a specific period T, that can be at the end of 1 month. It can be at the end of 1 quarter, that is 3 months, right? Or at the end of 1 year, right? Then T, it depends on usually all of the company, most of the companies, they report financial statements at least every quarter and at least every year, right? At the end of the quarter, at the end of the year. And many companies also report the financial statement at the end of the month. Then there's how much money the company generated as a net income in one specific period of time, right? Then that is divided against the total asset of the T minus 1. The T minus 1, this is basically is the total asset of the previous period, right? If we are talking about 1 year, then is the total asset at the end of the last period. Then the total asset of the end of the last period is equal to the total asset at the beginning of the period. Okay, then we can say the total asset at T minus 1 is total assets at the end of T minus 1. Okay, that is the same as saying total assets at the beginning of the period T. Okay, then that makes sense, right? If you're gonna measure how much a company has generated money with the total amount of assets, then you gotta measure how much the company had in assets at the beginning of a specific period. Then wait for that period. It could be 1 year. They wait the whole period, and at the end of the period, then you can check. Okay, then after 1 year, the one period, then how much the money the company made in net income. Then you imagine that the total asset at the beginning of one period is, just to keep it simple, is 1,000 pesos. Okay, and after the first year, the company made 100 pesos in net income after taxes, after interest expenses. Okay, then what does this mean? This the division of this one is 0.10. That is, in terms of percentages, is 10%. What does that mean? Is that the company is making 10% in return asset. What does that mean? That for every dollar invested in total assets, right, this is for 1 peso, for 1 peso invested in total asset, the company generated 10 cents in net income. Okay, and that is a basic interpretation of return asset. Okay, then that is the first one. Then we can go to other. Well, I'm gonna stop here. Then next videos I'm gonna go faster to review the most basic ratios. Okay.